Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're talking about finding God's purpose in uncertain times. Life can feel shaky and unpredictable. Maybe you're facing a job loss, a health scare, or just the unknowns of tomorrow. In these moments, it's easy to feel lost or anxious. But even when we don't know what's next, God does. He has a purpose for you and me, even in the uncertainty. Let me share a quick story. I have a friend who unexpectedly lost her job late in her career. It was devastating and scary. She had no idea what to do next. But instead of giving up, she decided to pray and trust that God had a plan. In the months that followed, she discovered a completely new path. She started a small home bakery that ended up thriving. She often says losing that job was actually a blessing in disguise. Through the uncertainty, she found a purpose she never imagined, and it brought her joy and touched others' lives. This modern example reminds us that uncertainty can be the very place God works out something new. The Bible speaks directly to times like these. In Jeremiah 29 verse 11, God encourages his people with a promise meant even for us today. "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope." Wow, a future and a hope. Even when we can't see the future, God is already there. His thoughts toward you are good, filled with peace and hope, not harm. This verse was originally given to people in a really uncertain time. They were exiles wondering about their future. Yet God assured them he still had a purpose and a plan. In the same way, God hasn't forgotten you or dropped your life off his radar. Maybe you can relate to my friend's story. Perhaps you're navigating a major life change, or you just feel unsure about your purpose right now. It might comfort you to remember other modern examples too. Think about the recent past. For instance, during the global events of 2020, many of us faced unprecedented uncertainty. Yet we also heard inspiring stories. People who discovered new callings like volunteering to help neighbors, starting online support groups, or spending more time with family. Those detours in life can actually lead us to what God had planned all along. As one writer insightfully put it, uncertainty doesn't mean God has abandoned us. Often it's part of his preparation. In other words, the very times that feel the most unclear can be the times God is busy working behind the scenes, shaping our character and opening new doors. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 gives us confidence that God's purpose is at work even now. He knows the plan even when we don't. It's like when you're driving on a foggy morning. You might only see a few yards ahead, but the road is still there. God sees the whole journey. He asks us to trust him step by step. You might pray, "Lord, I don't know what's coming next, but I believe you have good plans for me. Help me to see your hand in this uncertainty." That simple prayer is an act of faith that aligns our heart with God's promises. And remember, God's purpose for you is good. It might not always look the way we expect. My friend certainly didn't expect her career twist. But often God's purpose unfolds in surprising, wonderful ways. The uncertainty you face today could be the very thing that leads you to growth, new relationships, or a deeper faith. God can use all of it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this has encouraged you to hang on to hope and look for God's purpose even in uncertain times. If this message spoke to your heart, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more uplifting videos. Feel free to share your own story or thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're trusting God with your future. Remember, even when life feels uncertain, God's love and plan for you are sure. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.